Hello everyone, and this is my 100-gallon Rubbermaid stock tank blue jelly shrimp pond. And the purpose of this was for me to breed my blue jelly shrimp en masse, and then we will use it to replenish my existing blue jelly colonies. And I'll show you what tanks we're going to be putting blue jelly shrimp in. So this is my 40-gallon blue jelly shrimp tank, and this was the main tank I sold out of for a long time. Never really sold any more out of this tank for a long time. And then I started selling so many that this tank couldn't keep up one 40-gallon tank. So then I had to do more. So this 20-gallon tank is a tank that has been doing really well for a while now, and this is the tank that I've been selling all my blue jelly shrimp out of, and I've had to limit them how many I sell because it's just a 20-gallon tank. In the spring, I reset that. We're back to my 40-gallon tank. In the spring, I reset this tank, and it was slow to start going good again. But as you can see, we got tons of little ones, lots of really little ones. And I've seen lots of like young buried females. So these guys are looking really good. But what we're going to do now is we're going to pull out shrimp out of here, randomly go over them, make sure we're not putting any bad ones in our colonies. And we're going to put some groups in the 40-gallon and some groups in the 20-gallon. So now that both tanks are doing really good right now, and I got a whole bunch of shrimp in here, and we're going to use this thing for what I set it up for, and that's to make a whole bunch of blue jelly shrimp. Let's see what we can get out of here. So if you look down here, they're everywhere. And I threw in some algae wafers like several hours ago, so there's a bunch of plecos in here. So the algae wafer thing gets kind of screwed up when you get a bunch of plecos. Let's see how many we can get just doing a random scoop like that. That's a decent amount of them. All right, here's that random scoop we did. So now most of them, a lot of times, the biggest thing you gotta look for is red dots on the head and tail with these guys. That's the main thing I look for. And there's some of them that have a really bad green, almost kind of greenish looking. So I'm gonna pull those out, and the rest will go in. This group will go in the 40-gallon. Let's let them all out. And then it's time to get some more groups. Here is the next group. It's a really big group, and it looks really good. Except I saw one. I don't know if I can find it again. Where'd you go? There it is, right there. We got red on it, and the blues on it is really bad. So we're gonna get that one. And there's a couple of these are a little questionable. I'll probably go ahead and pull a few more of the lesser colored blue ones out. But the main thing I look for is keeping those red spots off these shrimp. That's how I do the blue jellies. All right, back to 40. We ended up pulling out 3 or 4 of them other ones, plus that one with the red on it. This is a lot to add in here. Ooh, look at all the blue jellies raining down. Still holding on to the net. All right, I'll do another group for this tank. I like this view of them. Here's the next group, an even bigger group. There's a few with the, so there's one that's green looking. I don't see any red dots. Just, yeah, I'll have to look real close. There's a few that are kind of clear. A few of the ones are kind of green. But really not too bad. We're getting pretty picky. Alright, let's let this group out. Alright. Hopefully this, I still don't plan to sell out of this tank for a few more months. Hopefully that will really get this tank hyper started. Throwing in a couple hundred shrimp in here. I think that ought to help a lot. Let's get a couple batches for the 20 gallon. Here's the next big group. The first group we're going to put in a 20 gallon blue jelly tank. It's about the same story. A few of the bad kind of greenish tint ones, but really pretty good. I haven't seen very many red dots, and that's a really good thing. Looking really good. Really good. I did end up finding one with some red on it in that batch. Alright, we're at the messy 20. This tank's so messy, but I just let it do its thing because the shrimp are going so good in here. So I'm not messing with it. So let's put some more in here. Let's get another group for this 20. Looking good, looking good. Look at this group of them. There's a ton of them. Alright, I'm going to sort through these and I'll put these in the 20 gallon. Alright, let's put this huge group into the 20 gallon. Whoa, look at all of them. Alright, so we put a couple hundred shrimp in here. We put a couple hundred more shrimp in here. And the best thing is, we barely even scratched the surface in here. Nice. Like I think I mentioned earlier, I set this thing up about a year ago now, and I'm just now trying to sell out of it. So, I'm not actually selling out of it, I'm adding because I don't want to have to sell shrimp out of a stock tank. It's a lot easier with tanks. So we are doing good. Doing good. And stay tuned. The next video we'll be getting shrimp in the new rack. The guppies are in here just to keep the cycle going that I started. So that'll be the next video. Add my first new Neocaridina shrimp in like 6 years. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.